Hello everyone. I welcome you all in today's English language class. Our topic of the day is interrogative sentences, and this happens to be your fifth lesson. Children, a sentence that asks a question is called an interrogative sentence. We put a question mark at the end of an interrogative sentence. So children, remember that interrogative sentences are direct questions and they are punctuated with a question mark at the end. Children, in this lesson, you will learn how a simple sentence can be converted into an interrogative sentence. It is very easy. You just need to remember three things. Now, these three things are: you need to underline a subject, then you need to circle a helping verb, and then at last interchange their places. Alright, now subject. What is a subject? Who is doing the action or whom are we talking about is a subject. Helping verb. Children, in the last video I have explained to you what helping verbs are. Again I'll repeat. Helping verbs are is, am, are, has, have, had. These are helping verbs. And modals can, could, shall, should and will, would. So you will interchange their places to make a simple sentence into an interrogative sentence. So these are the things you need to remember. Now children, I shall explain you the lesson further by comparing a simple sentence with a question sentence. Children, a simple sentence begins with a capital letter, ends with a full stop. A question sentence also starts with a capital letter, but it ends with a question mark. Now children, let's compare the following sentences. This is I am right. Now children, I have told you you have to follow three steps. First, underline the subject. In this sentence, I is the subject. Who is doing the action is the subject. So I have underlined I is the subject. Am. This is the helping verb. Now I have underlined the subject. I have circled this am. Now last step is to interchange their places. This am will take the first seat and this I will take the second place. And hence it becomes am I right and then a question mark at the end. Clear? Second is we are late. Again we'll follow the same procedure. Underline the subject, circle the helping verb, interchange their places. Now this will become are we late. Alright. Now children, here if you come to question number 4, this is the sound was clear. Now in this, what are we doing? Whom are we talking about? We are talking about the sound. So this is the subject and this was is the helping verb. So now it becomes was the sound clear? And then at the end you will put a question mark. Children, part 8. This is they have seen the Taj. The verb is, when the verb is made up of two words, the first, then you are required to put the first word before the subject. Like they is the subject and have seen is the helping verb. Then what you will do? Have they seen the Taj? You will pick up the first verb and place it here and this they will take the second place. Then it becomes have they seen the Taj and it ends with a question mark. Children, that's all. The formation of interrogative sentences in this rectangular box The similar things are given what I have explained you earlier. All right. Then if you come to page number 11, children, you have an exercise. You have an exercise here. Make the following sentences interrogative. That means a simple sentence is given to you. You have to convert it into a question sentence. It will start with a capital letter and end with a question mark. Remember that. And now let's follow our 3-step process. Supriya was respectful to her teacher. Now Supriya is the subject. Whom are we talking about? We are talking about Supriya. So Supriya is the subject. Was is the helping verb. Let's interchange its place. Was Supriya respectful to her teacher? And then question mark at the end. Now children, I'll not solve the exercise for you. You will solve it yourself. So children, that's all for today. Revise it and do page number 11 in the book itself. Bye.